Hello and welcome. Welcome back to the 8-Bit Junkie Show. I'm sorry I haven't been here in a while, but I'm here now and I'm going to make it up to you. I promise, somehow. Anyway, hope you've all been well, despite whatever else crazy crap's happening out there. Weather's been a bit poor as well, isn't it? Anyway, nice to see you. So what have we got? Short video tonight, just going to do some NES games, which I just picked up the other day from my mate at work, Paul. Paul, how you doing? Thank you, mate. Doing me a top deal on some games. So, what we've got Addams Family. We've got Hook, Kung Fu, like a bit of country, and Gunsmoke. All for the NES, and there's one in there already called Road Fighter, which was the only one that was unboxed. However, now, bit of trial and error, so, because Paul hasn't played them in ages, I know he hasn't, and I haven't tested them, literally got them out of the cupboard, thought, right, need to do a video, what can I do? Right, grab these out. So, you never know. IPA handy, because you know how old cartridges are. Cotton buds. Or for our American friends, Q-tips. So, anyway, who we got? We got Martin in the house and his good lady Michelle. How you doing? Nice to see you. Well, virtually. So, like I say, we're going to do these NES games and hopefully they'll work. Fingers crossed. So, first up, already loaded in, although looking a bit iffy, but never mind. Road Fighter. So let's see if this wants to play. Like I say, it does look like it's got a little bit of what's it? Not sure what that is on the screen. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit buggy on the screen there. So, as we predicted, it probably needs a clean. So, here we go. So for those who haven't done it before, although I'm sure plenty of you have, that involves taking it back out, get your cartridge. Now, I'm using a bit of IPA. Probably not the best way to do this, but it seems to work. Cotton bud. Take that. Let's give it a little clean. To be fair, I should really spend a lot longer doing this, but obviously for the purposes of the program, or the stream, whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to try and rattle through it as quick as I can. Like I say, the idea of tonight's not really to play these games as per se, just to see if we can get them to work. So I do believe they've been in the loft for a rather long time. Got loads of few people. We have Colton Cunningham. Colton, how are you, sir? Jordan Whiteman's watching. Jordan from Jordan's Game Show. We have Karen Storer. Ooh, she's lovely, she is. She's watching. What's she saying? Haha. Hey, honey pie, I'll come and give you a big fat snog, but you're live. You're always welcomed up, but it's a family show. Right, let's see what happens now. Oh, right, so we've got some action. Let's see if it's any better than last time. Okay. Like I say, I haven't played this at all. Literally just got it out and put it straight in the console. It looks, for a start, like a lot like Spy Hunter. If anybody remembers Spy Hunter from the arcades, but it does look a little bit like that. Somebody's probably going to put me right as well and say that it was probably the conversion of it. I'm not sure. But I remember Spy Hunter, obviously the idea of that was you collect your power ups, shoot everything else on the road, get to the next stage, and so on and so on. So I'm assuming that, ooh, I didn't want to do that, that's what I knew now. Assuming that the flag on the top left hand side, the little blue flag there, is where we've got to go. The red car's obviously on the left hand side is where I am now. At the minute, ooh, get out of it. Oh yeah, and at the minute I've got no fuel. Let's have one more little go at that. Jordan just chiming in there. It's time for a bit of 8 Junkie. Oh yeah, smash the like button. Indeed, please do. Aidan Thomas is watching. How you doing, sir? Right, like I say, at the minute, this is just to try and test these games and see if they work. Because up until now, I've got no idea. At some point, I will learn how to play some of these properly and hopefully come back and do a proper review on some of them. Like I say, I've never seen this before in my life, but as I said earlier, it does look a little bit like Spy Hunter. So at the minute I've got no idea where to pick fuel up, no idea who to shoot, who not to shoot, all that kind of stuff. But we'll find out, no doubt. So, but let me know, has anybody else had any more pickups or, you know, bought any new games or anything this week or last week, whenever? So, that was Road Fighter. Like I say, tonight the purpose of this show was just to rattle through the pickups, see what works, see which doesn't. I mean, I'm hoping they all work, kind of, you know, without too much hassle, but let's see, never know. So, Road Fighter out. Tell you what, the only one thing, trying to get NES cartridges out of an old NES, it's like trying to pull teeth with your fingers. Really hard. You just got to grab that little bit there and try and not so easy. Right, literally in no particular order. I'm just taking them off the top. Gunsmoke. Let's try it. Nice thing about it, all the rest of these are boxed, which is nice and probably rare nowadays, to be honest. And the instructions and whatnot are in there. Ain't got time to read that. So, Gunsmoke. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. No. And that's what you get when it doesn't work. Okay, so again, power off. Extract the cartridge. Easier said than done. Q-tip. Bit of IPA. Let's try our luck. Danny Houghton watching. Danny, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. I'm just going through the process of trying some of these games that I've got off pull and see which ones work, which ones don't. Hopefully they all do, especially with a bit of persuasion. I know there's probably purists out there screaming, no, there's better ways of doing it. Yeah, there probably is, but you know what? I'll give it this try for now. I mean, that's what you're dealing with. You can see that. Pretty dirty. Even though the cartridges themselves look really clean. Ah, fingers crossed. And this time we have that. Well, we're getting there. It's more than we got last time, that's for sure. Let's give it another one. Let's give it another go. See, this is when you know it's purely live, and I've not tested any of these, as you can see, because half of them ain't read. Right. Let's give it another good go over the IPA. Jolly good stuff, by the way. If you do a bit of electronics and or just generally cleaning cartridges and all the rest of it, invest in some. Jordan just saying, remember, press it right in, mate. Yeah, you're right. For some, I mean, I must say, I mean, I like the NES and it does look pretty cool. the way the cartridges come in and out is a little bit, I don't know, it seems a bit brutal to me, to be honest. Right, let's have a go at that. Yeah, we seem to have got a bit more muck off there. Not saying that's going to do it, but we'll give it a go. Oh yes, right. Try that. Fingers crossed again. See what we've got this time. Oh, look what we've got. Ta-da! Right, let's try this. Again, no idea. Let's have a go. Oh, so we've got a bit of cowboy action by the looks of it. So I take it easier after. Alright, okay. So this is kind of a bit like a Commando style game, if anybody's played Commando, or LA SWAT, something like that. So it's basically scrolling upwards, and it's kind of weird because no matter which direction I put on the D-pad, that's just the direction the bloke's walking in. But to actually shoot, you've either got the left or the right button, and that gives you the direction of the firing. A bit strange, but seems to work. Although I can't figure out just yet how you shoot sort of straight forward, so I'm guessing you don't, because there's only two buttons and neither of them do that, so I might be wrong, but so far so good. Seems to be working okay. I don't know who that is, but there you go. Who's that? We are on your side. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll have that then. Ah, okay, yeah. So you've got to accumulate the points to be able to buy something off whoever this is. No thanks. Ooh. That's okay, we seem to be doing alright, picking up some dollar along the way. It's quite a good little game actually, I quite like this. I do believe, I've heard of it before, I do believe it's an old arcade game, but somebody probably put me right on that. But yeah, at least we've got it working anyway, that's the main thing. Tell you what, we'll call it at that because I want to rattle through the others while we're still here. Right, just a couple more shouts. Jordan, my mate Chris Colvin has Lego NES, mate. Cool. Paid 250 quid, but it's a proper replica one. Even gets a small TV with it. Sounds cool. Nate Stevens, Nathan, how are you, sir? Haven't seen you in ages. You know what, if I'd have known he'd have been here, I'd have had a shave. Nate Stevens saying, I had an NES cleaning kit for mine. Only water and a good rub. Yeah, true. They can be quite expensive now. Can be, yeah, sure. To be honest with you, you know what? Over the last 12 months, maybe around about that, 12 months, 2 years, prices seem to have gone mental for some stuff, and absolutely crazy. I think maybe over the last year, especially because obviously people have gotten into the, whole collecting stuff, maybe because of lockdown and stuff like that. I noticed the price of motorbikes, everything's gone through the bloody roof, but still. But this is why I say I did give my mate Paul a good shout out. He has done me a solid deal on these, and I do appreciate it. And they will not go to waste. Right, let's get that back in the box. So that was Gunsmoke. Very good, enjoyed that. I'll have to do a bit more on that. Right, next, let's see if this works. Kung Fu. Who knows? Looking at the back, that looks suspiciously like Kung Fu Master. Again, you know what? Cartridge in great condition, box equally so. Really, really nice condition, especially given the age. I mean, I don't know what this is, what year it is. 85 it says, I think. Something like that. We'll fire it up, see what happens anyway. So, let's try the old harmonica trick. See what happens. Try your luck first and then see where we go with that. Oh, look at that. We're in. Straight in. Right. Let's try Kung Fu, see what happens. Okay. Right, where am I going? Right. Oh, yeah, it's Kung Fu Master. So I'm sure a lot of you will have seen this on the arcade, especially if you're my age. Maybe even chucked a few 10p's in it. Might have even been 20 by then. Oh. I say quite basic moves wise, but you know, definitely playable. Ooh. You will have to excuse my skill on these games because I've not exactly played many of them. But this one I do know. I'm not going to say I'm an expert at it at all, obviously not. But I do recognise it, and like I say, it does look like a copy of Kung Fu Master. Oh, what happened there? Ooh. Ah, come on, get some. Knew he was going to do that. Jordan just saying he's look good for their age. Yeah, I think they do actually, mate. When you consider that, you know, they weren't much later than some of the Atari 8-bit stuff. I mean, this is 8-bit anyway, so I think, you know, they hold their own, definitely. Although, as you say, trying to get me off Atari, mate, you've got no chance. Oh. Although I will put it out there, and I'm going to say it, and I do apologise to all the Atari fans, I would like to try an Amiga one of the times. If anybody's out there's got one of those. I've never played on one. I played on the Atari ST, obviously, because I've got one. But not played on an Amiga. Anybody know anything about them or got any opinions, please drop something in on the show, let me know. Oh. Not bad. I'm sure I'm doing this all wrong, but you know, just wanted to show you the game. Ooh. Right, so that one worked okay. So Kung Fu, like it. What else we got? So Nate Stevens, I'll lend you my U-Force for the NES grant if you want to test it for a laugh. Hey mate, absolutely. I don't know what it is, but hey, I'm game for anything. Yeah, you know what? That's really good of people. We do get people saying, "Hey, look, do you want to borrow this? Do you want to, you know, do it on your show? Give us a shout out." By all means, that's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we've got to be a bit careful at the minute because, you know, COVID and all that. But yeah, absolutely, we'd love to do a review on whatever you want to lend us. Right, time to extract the cartridge. I feel like a vet, you know, when you go to a farm and help them calf and all that. It's kind of a bit like that. Come on, she's coming. Actually, this is really stuck. Jesus. Free with an NES, a pair of pliers. Right. So, drop that in there. So that was Kung Fu. Again, nicely boxed. Very good. Right, next, straight off the top, we've got Hook. No idea. Never seen it, but let's see if it works. Again, very nice condition. I will say, Paul Curtis, you look after your stuff. Good man. Right, you know what? I'm going to just go straight for no blow or nothing. I'm going straight in for it. Let's see what happens. Probably won't work now. Right, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I knew it. I knew if I just flicked straight onto it, it wouldn't work. So, out we come. Jesus Christ. I need to get back down to the gym. Come on. Right. Get a bit of IPA. Martin Smith going in dry. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, probably don't spray IPA into the cap. Boys and girls, it's not very safe. Tend to give a bit of splashback. True. Right. Let's give it some. I mean, it's funny because, you know, you look at these cartridges and they're all really clean and they're in the box, and yet still require a bit of a clean. And it's not the NES, by the way, because not so long back I put a brand new cartridge reader in it. You know, the pins. You can buy them off eBay pretty cheap, to be fair. Probably not as good as the original ones, but it works, does the trick. So, let's see. I've probably not done this one very good, actually. I'm having another pop at that. I really need to probably buy IPA in a bottle as well as a spray. Kind of keeps jumping out of the can a bit. Out of the cap, I mean, sorry. Right, let's give that a bit of a whack. Right. You think I'll be a brilliant harmonica player or trumpet or something, wouldn't you? Right. Get in. Let's try it. What we got? Actually, we've got that. So it worked. Excellent. And just in case anybody's thinking that I'm blagging it and that this is an emulator, I assure you it's not. Get in shot. There you go. Good idea. Right. Martin saying lube it up. That's right, son, that's right. So, I've never played this, don't even know, obviously it's something to do with Peter Pan. Okay. I am Peter Pan, apparently. I've been called worse. Okay. There's me at the bottom waving, don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? What have I got to do? I can't go in that direction, use the compass to show you the way. Okay. Okay, so I'm going that way, am I? Clearly I don't know how to play this. Sorry if everybody's screaming at the screen going, no, you do this, you do that. Fair enough. Okay. So when I move that. Okay. Here we go. I'm going somewhere now. Take care, this leads to the nether tree. Watch out. Come out of the way, you. Trying to read this and she's flying in the way. Get out of it. There are pirates everywhere, blah blah. Okay, excellent. Just want to see what it looks like. Okay. Very Mario, don't we think? Don't know what I've got to do whatsoever. Obviously try and avoid people through a gas. They look like pirates. Pick that up. Okay. I'm assuming I can jump over there. Yes. Grab that. Okay. So it's obviously it's a platformer of some kind where you've got to run around and collect stuff. Just looks a bit like Mario kind and that kind of thing. But then again, back then a lot of games did because there was a hell of a lot of platformers out there. Like I say, I've never played that before ever in my life. But that's Hook. And like I say, these games, when I do get a bit of time to myself, I'll have another go. But tonight, as we said, it was just the purpose of seeing what works and what doesn't on the latest pickle. Okay, so that's Hook. Okay, Martin Adams is watching. Martin, how do, sir? Nice to have you in the house. So, you have joined it a little bit late, but not to worry. You can always, I'll put it up on YouTube as well. So, if anybody wants to catch up on YouTube, you can. So, finally, we've got the Adams Family. Again, obviously, I know it's a film and all the rest of it, but I've never actually played the game. So, see what happens. Purposes of this is to see if it works. I know these haven't been played in a long time. Okay, so let's get the previous one out of there. Again, a bit of this. Well, that went too bad. Not too bad. So I had a bit of lube left on that one. Right. Put that in there. Excellent. I tell you what, how Paul keeps his old cartridges, I'd certainly lend him some of my stuff. Right, so here we go, Adams Family. Again, rather clean looking cartridge there. Am I going in without cleaning it? Hey, we got to try them all, why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Oh, felt a bit tight, that one. No, I'll tell you now, that's not working. I'll just show you that. So that's what we got at the minute. Out we come. Jordan Whiteman just coming in with, Grant, what's your favourite game of all time? You know what? That's a difficult one. That's like asking a father, who's your favourite child? That's really hard, mate. Really hard. Depends on what you mean. Obviously, I'm a big old school fan. Let me think. You know what? It's going to have to be something simple, I think, like Space Invaders for sure. I mean, you got to remember as well. I know it's old school now, but you got to remember when that come out. That like, wow, can you actually believe you can get an arcade game at home? In the case of Atari and stuff like that. So yeah, Space Invaders. We're talking a little bit later, and only a little bit. Probably Manic Miner, something like that. International Karate. You know, them kind of 8-bit games. There's so many to choose from though, 'cause it's really hard. You can't just pick one, surely. Jordan's just saying his favourite's Road Rash. Again, nothing wrong with that. That's a good call. Very good call. I think that was the first time I've seen that kind of game, you know, where you got bikes, so mixing racing with fighting. The original idea when it come out, really good. So here we go. Fingers crossed. What have we got? Oh, we've got that. Let's see what happens. Looks okay so far. Adams Family, mate. Why not? No idea what to do, so let's just see what happens. Okay. Hint, one of the gravestones leads to a crypt. Stand on the gravestone and press B on the control pad to enter. Let's try. We've got to get there first, haven't we? Okay. So, again, like a lot of other games at this age, you are talking platform action. Oh, somebody's stuck in the side of the building there. Again, jumping around, collecting stuff. Ooh. Oh, get out of it. Ooh. So there's your gravestone, so we've got that. Jump on there. No, not that one, I don't think. I ain't got much in the way of life left. Ooh. It does help when you know how to play these games, obviously. No, it can't go up there. We probably can, but it's just me. Huh. Okay. I take it you've got to jump on top of these. Oh, bummer. Definitely need more practice at that one. But I'm pleased because it worked. I'm very pleased with that actually. So like I say, I got a nice solid deal off a friend at work and very chuffed with all that, in good condition, and they work. So nice to add them to the collection. I'm very chuffed with that. Like I say, I do need obviously to play them and find out what they're actually about, but it's nice to have them. And you know what? Top tip for you maybe. If you are into these kind of games, Atari, Sega, whatever, you know, the whole retro thing, I will warn you, the prices out there can be a bit expensive unless you know where to look. Normally buying a bulk deal means you get a better deal. So if somebody's got like 10 to 20 games, you probably get a better deal than you would if you bought them singly. Try to look around, not just on online auction sites or wherever you know, ask friends, that kind of stuff. Hopefully they won't be the kind of friends that charge you too much. But also, you know what? Do people are solid as well. Yeah. It's not just you trying to get stuff cheap. If you got maybe duplicates or something, say you got more than one and they're both good, but you don't need both. Hey, you know what? If someone wants it, you know what? Do them a solid deal. Because there's too many people out there, you know, just trying to charge the earth for stuff, and it, you know, we all just want to have a game really and have a laugh. It ain't right. So, you know, let's try and get a bit of ordinary prices going, shall we say. Let's normalise the prices a bit. But on saying that, some stuff genuinely is worth it. And like I say, my advice is get it while you can, because this stuff only keeps going up, unfortunately. But there you go. So what have we got? Some comments. Sorry, I've been to catch up with the comments a little bit. So, yeah, Martin Adams, hey up boys. All good? Yes, same to you, mate. Yeah, road rash with a change. Yeah, that was true. And kicking, I believe. Nate Stevens giving a shout out to Battle Toads. Martin Adams, my family, that is. I guess he's on about the Adams family. Jordan, I'm guessing back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, get my words right. It was a lot of platform and adventure games, mate. Yeah, I mean, in the 70s, not so much because it was quite in its infancy then, so you're talking real basic stuff, you know, like your Space Invaders, stuff like that. There was a few text adventures on computers, but mainly played by sort of, shall we say, the people in universities and stuff like that. They probably wrote them amongst themselves. And then obviously that become mainstream as well, where, you know, you get an adventure game sort of like, it gives you a description of where you are, and this, that, and the other, and then you got to like type in a command, you know, oh, you see a bottle on the floor, get bottle, examine bottle, oh, you find a key, open bottle, get key, you know, that kind of thing. Very long-winded to play, especially if you're a slow typer, but rewarding once you've sussed them out, or as I generally do, Google it. So Nate saying loves the NES music. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. I like Mario 3. I remember watching Karen playing it on one of the older shows that we did, and yeah, it's pretty addictive. Like I say, I do like the music. I'd say for its age, certainly. Jordan, only need 3 Sega consoles and then that Sega done for, and 1 for the PlayStation. Yeah, George's collection is getting there. It's getting there. I must say, the Sega Saturn, I quite like that one. A bit jealous of that one. I like that one. So anyway, So that kind of rounds the show up for what I wanted to do tonight. So like I say, all I really wanted to do is not a review as such. Just wanted to show the games I just picked up and see if they worked. Fortunately, after a little bit of fettling with the old alcohol, they do, which I'm happy about. And like I say, they're in good condition. So yeah, everybody's a winner. And like I say, boys and girls, as I said earlier, please, if you can do somebody a good deal on games, then hey, why not do it? You know what I mean? Like I say, there's too many people trying to make silly bucks at the minute, and it's getting a bit out of hand. Come on, let's sort each other out. What else to say? Yeah, like I say, I'll upload this, and I've got a couple of other videos I need to upload onto the YouTube channel. Easy to find, just put 8-Bit Junkie in. I'm sure you'll see my beautiful face pop up somewhere there. So anyway, yeah, hit the like and subscribe on that. I'll be really grateful. Membership wise, on the Facebook group, we're doing great. 105 members so far. Really happy with that. You know what? For the amount of time we've been going on this channel, I'm really chuffed with it. I do realise at this point I should have done a lot more content by now. Can only apologise for that. I need to up my game. Stop with the excuses, basically. But hey, thanks for the love you have shown, and I really do appreciate it. What else have we got? Any more comments? Jordan Whiteman, have you got the Retron 5? No, I haven't. I have heard of it. It's kind of like a multi-console, if you like. It plays like, well, I'm guessing 5 different consoles. So you can put cartridges in. I can't remember what it's off now. Whether you can put NES cartridges in or Super NES or what have you. I know it's sort of like multi-format. I have heard of it, but no, I haven't got it. But to be fair, I do like to stick to the originals if I can. Other than, as you know, I recently bought the Retrocade, that thing from Retrobit. You know what? I was really impressed with that actually. So that's kind of like a good one if you want to cheat it a little bit. But tonight, I thought I'd use the proper stuff, which doesn't always pay off, as you can see, because you do get a few little bits of teething problem, but you can normally get around it okay. So yeah, that's about it really for tonight. So honestly, I want to say thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for the love you give the 8-Bit show, 8-Bit Junkie show even, and Jordan's Game Show, not forgetting. Really do appreciate that. And going back to, like I say, what Nathan said earlier, yeah, if you've got something that you want featured on the show, obviously I'll give it a shout out and do a review on it for you. And yeah, why not? So, thank you very much for joining us. Like I say, I will put this up on the YouTube channel just so we can catch up if you haven't had a chance to watch the whole show. And there will be some more content coming up later on in the week. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting the show. Much love always. Do appreciate it. No night.